Everybody, hello and welcome to another Quarantine TV quiz. This is general knowledge once again. See if you can beat general knowledge. If you have just joined us, and hopefully you have, then we are about to start in about 1 or 2 minutes time. If you would like to take part, then all you have to do, folks, is just get yourselves a paper and pencil ready, or if you want to just do it in your head, then you can do. For the first part of the quiz, we're just going to go through the questions as usual. So we'll go through the questions all once with no answers. If you fancy coming back halfway through, then we'll do the questions and answers all together. So if you fancy a bit more of a quick fire round, then of course you can do it that way as well if you would prefer. So we're going to get started very, very soon. I see we've got a few people watching with us at the moment. Grant Cameron, once again, a big hello to yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, never misses a quiz, does old Grant. So thank you very much for coming to every single one of them. And we've got a few more people with us as well. Thank you very much for tuning in. And we're going to get started in about 1 minute's time. Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to another Quarantine TV quiz. Today is with myself, and of course, Mr. General Knowledge over here is going to be testing your brains, making sure that you are kept well and truly entertained during this lockdown once again. Hopefully you've enjoyed yourself today. It's been an absolutely gorgeous day today outside, so hopefully you've had plenty of time to get outside and enjoy the wonderful weather. If not, then I'm going to hopefully try and bring a little bit of sunshine into your day with a nice, easy quiz. Okay, so the way this is going to work is I'm going to ask you 20 questions. To start off with, we're just going to do the questions. Halfway through, it'll be time for us to hear the answers. So if you want to do it in more of a rapid fire sort of style, then come back and join us in about 10 minutes time. We'll be getting ready to do that. Alternatively, if you want to do the quiz properly from the beginning, then stay with me. It is indeed getting time for us to start. Jennifer, once again, hello to you, and Sarah Granger also watching, and a big hello to Kaz. And as I mentioned, hello to Grant as well, who never misses a quiz, this old Grant. So thank you very much for joining in, and of course, big hello to the family out there as well, Grant. Okay, so I think we're getting close time to start and get underway with this fantastic scenario. So, right, 20 questions, general knowledge. Are you feeling clever? Are you feeling smart? Because the questions are now coming your way. Right, let's get started. And we're a couple of minutes after 5 now, so hopefully we're ready for this. If you are watching and you want to post yourselves a few comments and things below, please feel free to do so. Maybe not the answers just yet, because we'll go through the answers at the end. But if you want to give me a hard time, tell me that my questions are rubbish, whatever you fancy doing, I honestly don't mind. Mainly because we're not face to face and I can run away as soon as this finishes. So let's get started then. Here's question number 1. See, I'm a bit smaller now in the corner. Question number 1. In which war was the charge of the Light Brigade? So question number 1. In which war was the charge of the Light Brigade? You're going to get about 20 seconds per question, just to give you a little bit of a chance to answer them. Question number 2, here we go. What is pogonophobia a fear of? What is pogonophobia a fear of? Do you know the answer to this question? It is entirely up to you. Of course, please do like the stream if you're enjoying yourselves. It just helps me get noticed a little bit more, and hopefully Facebook will then promote my pages a bit more and helps me get some more followers and some more viewers. I'd love to do this as a full-time job, so the more help you can give me, the better. Question 3. Who wrote the words to Star-Spangled Banner? Indeed, the American anthem there, Star-Spangled Banner. Who wrote the words? That's all I want to know. If the questions are coming at you a little bit too quick, then feel free to write a little bit of a note on the side, and then hopefully you can come back to the questions again and see how you get on. Question number 4 up next. Which was the first James Bond film according to release date? So which was the first James Bond film according to release date? This isn't a trick question. There's the famous run of James Bond films. I'd just like to know that the first one of those films There is a bit of ambiguity as to which one is the start, but this is from that main run of films that everyone knows. Okay, question number 5. Who wrote Northanger Abbey? A literary question in there for you. Who wrote Northanger Abbey? Nice bit of literature. Hello, Helen. Thank you for joining in the stream. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Feel free to write as many comments and things as you fancy. Okay, that was question number 5. Question number 6 up next. The chrysanthemum is the national flower of which Asian country? So the chrysanthemum is the national flower of which Asian country? Give you a few seconds there to think about that. Obviously giving you a little bit of a hint there, telling you that it at least is an Asian country. But let's see how you get on there with that. Question number 7. What is a ha-ha? What is a ha-ha? There are technicalities within that, yes, I understand as well. But once again, as long as you get it, as long as you're close, or you have the right idea, what is a ha-ha? I will explain it a little bit later on as well, just to make sure we all understand what's going on. So what is a ha-ha? That's question number 7. Question number 8. What martial arts name means gentle way? So what martial arts name means gentle way? Okay. See how you do with this one. Oh, there's a fair few people joining in now. Hello to you all. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the quiz. Lovely to see you here. Question number 9. What is the longest river in Italy? For all of you geography buffs out there, what is the longest river in Italy? Once again, thank you very much for tuning in. Thanks very much for joining us. This is something that I would like to do properly and professionally as much as possible. So any likes and shares that you can give me is always much appreciated. Just to let you know. Question number 10. What digit does not exist in Roman numerals? So you might remember the Roman numerals, but there is one very important digit that does not exist, and I'd like you to tell me what that is. That's question number 10. If you have just joined us, don't put the answers in the comments just yet. We'll go through the answers once we've been through the questions. Question number 11. Which country was the first to introduce the old age pension? Was it Canada, Germany or Norway? First of our multiple choice questions there. So, which country was the first to introduce the old age pension? Was it Canada, Germany or Norway? You've got 3 choices up for grabs there as well. General knowledge there, providing us with some fantastic questions. Question 12. What is the first day of Lent called? So just to be clear, once again, I'm not looking for the date of Lent. I'm looking for the name of that day. Okay, so it's the name of the day itself. So what is the name given to the first day of Lent? I suppose is another way of putting it. If you have just joined us, hello, hello. A few more people joining in and tuning in, so thanks for seeing us. Question number 13. Now, what is the chemical symbol for tungsten? What is the chemical symbol for tungsten? That is question number 13. Let's see how you get on with these. The answers will be coming very, very shortly, so if you do want to do it in a quick fire round styly, then please stick around and we'll do it in just a moment. Question number 14. Which American state produces the most potatoes? So which American state produces the most potatoes? Do you know? That's question number 14. Chris Thomas, hello, nice to see you, sir. Chris Thomas, hello, hello. Question number 15, which country is the game of drafts or checkers from? Is it Egypt, Morocco or Greece? Now, I'm sure many of you are itching to put down China. Unfortunately, that's not one of the options because that's not where it came from. Chinese checkers is in fact a German invention. Don't ask me why, but it just is. I know it is, once again, very strange thing. But yes, do you know the answer? Question number 16. In the Marilyn Monroe movie, Some Like It Hot, what was the last line? So in the Marilyn Monroe movie, Some Like It Hot, what was the last line? So what was the last question there in that movie, Some Like It Hot? Right. Question number 17. What does a polyandric woman have? So what does a polyandric woman have? That's question number 17. So do you know the answer to this question? Maybe you are a polyandric woman. Maybe this is an easy question for you. If not, might be a little bit harder. Unless, of course, you've done your research. Question 18. In Norse mythology, what is the name given to the ultimate battle? So in Norse mythology, all of their mythology leads up to one big battle, and I'd like you to tell me what the name of that battle is. I could be kind and give you a hint. I'll give you... Should I give you a hint or not? No, it's too late. It's gone now. Question number 19. What is the crime of embracery? So, what is the crime? So, what crime is committed? If you've committed the crime of embracery, what have you done? What has happened? That's question number 19. We've only got one more question to go before we go through the answers. These have come at you a little bit quicker than usual, I know, but I felt that just to improve the flow of the quiz, I thought we'd speed it up just a little bit. Question 20, and the flag question is, what are the colours of the flag of Romania? So what are the colours of the flag of Romania? So fingers crossed you can get that one. Some people don't have a clue. Some people stand more of a chance of doing it. But we'll see how you get on. Question 20. I love a flag question. But that is indeed all the questions, ladies and gentlemen. That is basically it now. But it's time for us to go through the answers in a few minutes' time. Or about 30 seconds' time, even. So if you would like to do your... it's either time to swap your papers over, or you can start showing other people, or you can just get ready to mark it yourself and have some answers coming your way. Thank you very much for tuning in. And if, of course, if you do want to do this in a quick fire round, the questions and answers are coming back as well. So if you have just joined us, why not stick around for the next sort of 5-6 minutes or so and see if you can answer this question all at once. Once again, any likes and shares that you can give for this video are much appreciated. As I said, this is something I want to do properly. So question number 1. In which war was the charge of the Light Brigade? It was the Crimean War. So the Crimean War had the charge of the Light Brigade. Question number 2. What is pagonophobia a fear of? It is a fear of... beards, ladies and gentlemen. It's a fear of beards. And it disappeared then, like Marty McFly. Question 3. Who wrote the words to Star-Spangled Banner? As I mentioned, the American anthem there. It is Francis Scott Key. Francis Scott Key was the answer we were looking for question 3. Question 4. Which was the first James Bond film according to release date? As I mentioned, this isn't a trick question. It's just a nice and easy question. I'd like you to tell me what you've got there. It is, of course, Dr. No. Dr. No was the very first one. Question number 5. Who wrote Northanger Abbey? It was Jane Austen. Jane Austen is what we were looking for there for question number 5. Question 6. Chrysanthemum is the national flower of which Asian country? Any ideas? It is, of course, Japan. Japan is what we were looking for just there for question number 6. Question number 7. What is a ha-ha? It is a sunken fence slash wall. Sunken fence slash wall. It's a ditch that is dug so then when you overlook the grounds it just looks nice and even without seeing any fences or walls, but it's to stop animals coming up to the house. Question number 8. What martial arts name means gentle way? It is judo. Judo means gentle way. That's what we were looking for. Some people think it's taekwondo, but judo is the answer I was looking for there. Question number 9. What is the longest river in Italy? It is the River Po. It's like the Teletubby, the River Po. Indeed. Okay, here we go. Here comes question number 10. Question 10. What digit does not exist in Roman numerals? What digit does not exist in Roman numerals? It is 0. 0 is what we were looking for there. 0. All the others are accounted for apart from the 0. Question number 11. Which country was the first to introduce the old age pension? Was it Canada, Germany or Norway? It is in fact Germany. Germany is what we were after there. Question 12. What was the first day of Lent called? What is the name of the first day of Lent? Hello, Brocola. Nice to see you. Ash Wednesday. It is Ash Wednesday is what we were looking for there. I don't know if it always tells me who's watching, so if I've missed you, I do apologise, but hello all. Question 13. What is the chemical symbol for tungsten? It is W. W is what we're looking for. Completely doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Doesn't even appear in the word. Couldn't tell you why. Anyway, question number 14. Which American state produces the most potatoes? It is Idaho. Now, some people think it's Washington. Washington do produce a lot of potatoes, but Idaho have clinched it by, I think, about 20%, actually. They'd make quite a bit more than Washington. Question 15. Which country is the game of drafts / checkers from? Is it Egypt, Morocco, or Greece? It is, in fact, an Egyptian invention. It's an Egyptian invention. As I said, a lot of people think it's China, but Chinese checkers is a German invention. Very confusing. In the Marilyn Monroe movie Some Like It Hot, what was the last line? It is, of course, Nobody's Perfect, one of my favourite films of all time. Probably one of the few black and white films that I can watch. Hello Tessa, nice to see you as well. Hello Tess. Question 17. What does a polyandric woman have? She has more than one husband. That is correct. More than one husband. If you are indeed enjoying the quiz, then you can of course come back and take part in this. It is uploaded onto the channel as well. In Norse mythology, what's the name of the ultimate battle? It is Ragnarok. Ragnarok. Obviously the clue I was going to give you is it isn't the name of one of the Thor films, but too late for now. Now it's happened. Question number 19. What is the crime of embracery? It is the crime of bribing or influencing a jury. The crime of bribing or influencing a jury. Here is question number 20. The last question here. What are the colours of the flag of Romania? The colours of the flag of Romania are blue, yellow and red. So that's blue, yellow and red. So there we are. Those are your 20 questions. We've got the tiebreaker question coming up very, very soon. If you want to know if you want to just post how well you've done below, please feel free to do so. But this is the tiebreaker if you've drawn, and that is in what year did Hong Kong become part of the British Empire? In what year did Hong Kong become part of the British Empire? If you are playing with other people, whoever is the closest is the winner of the tiebreaker question. So have a little bit of a think about that and see how you get on. If you don't need the tiebreaker question, as I mentioned, start putting your answers down in the comments below. I'd love to see what you've got, and I'd love to sort of see how you've gotten on. It's not going to make me change my answers or make the quizzes any easier. They're my quizzes. I like them harder. Anyway, the answer to the tiebreaker is, of course, 1841. 1841 is what we were looking for there. Well, folks, thank you very, very much. That does indeed bring us to the end of today's quiz. It's been an absolute pleasure having so many people come and join in. It's been brilliant. 11 out of 20 today, Grant. That is not as good as you normally do. Oh, very disappointed there. You're better than that, man. Anyway, it's a little bit harder today. I know these are hard quizzes, but if you think that there is somebody out there that you think can beat these quizzes, or you think that know the answer to these questions, then please feel free to get them to come along and watch. Hello, Tom. Nice to see you. And Amelia, nice to see you as well. You are just watching here at the end, so we are going to be, so you can come and redo this a little bit later on if you would like to. So, as I said, this is a hard quiz. If you think somebody can beat me and beat my questions, then tell them about it. Get them to join in. Come and join us over here on Quarantine TV and see if you can take me on, and of course take on the fabulous Mr. General Knowledge. Up there he is somewhere around here. And see if you can beat us. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for seeing me. It's been an absolute pleasure looking after you once more. And again, feel free to post as much abuse as you like in the comment section below. Anyway, folks, thank you very much. Take care. Love you all. And I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you.